Stephanie works in education and is a mum to 2 teenagers and 3 dogs. Both she and her husband have been working during lockdown, and although she says her children are old enough to look after themselves, the situation has not been without its difficulties.
So trying to set routines for schoolwork and stuff like that has been really challenging. So I've kind of had to let them go a little bit free, be independent with their learning.
Fortunately, both parents have been able to continue working, but that's not been the case for everyone. Latest research from the Institute for Fiscal Studies suggests mothers are 47% more likely than fathers to have lost or left their jobs during the crisis, and 14% more likely to have been furloughed. That's not all. Mothers are also disproportionately doing more in the home than fathers.
For mothers who are still doing paid work, they've reduced their working hours by a greater share than men have. And even during the time that mothers are still doing paid work, they're much more likely to be interrupted. 50% of mothers' working hours are being interrupted by childcare or other household tasks.
It's a similar picture in Stephanie's house.
I would have to say the person who does the most housework in my house is me. I'm constantly thinking about keeping things tidy. I 100% do most of the childcare. If he's at work, then I'm at home looking after the kids.
That's not the situation for literary agent Janelle and her husband Jack, who have a 2-year-old son. They've established a shift pattern system when working from home, so they share childcare arrangements 50-50.
Flexible working in my household is flexible because I have a partner who is stepped up. So, it's not me doing all the childcare and trying to run around doing flexible working. Like, when I have my hours, they're very sacred, and I'm very lucky that my partner deeply respects that.
But looking after little children often means big changes to the standard working day.
I used to go and hide in my ensuite bathroom with my laptop when I was doing Zoom meetings, because inevitably he would come walking in and start just demanding my attention.
Although some families say they are dividing domestic responsibilities equally, research suggests that during lockdown, mothers are more likely to be interrupted during paid working hours than fathers. And there are growing concerns about the knock-on effect lockdown will have on the careers of many mothers.
When mothers take a step back from the labour market or choose to work part-time, that's one of the biggest contributing factors to the gender wage gap. And we might expect that taking a step back from paid work right now could be particularly damaging for women's long-term career prospects, both because we could be in this socially distanced world for quite a while, and because when people are going back to the labour market, they're likely to be facing quite a tough labour market.
Which means reducing the gender wage gap in a post-lockdown world is not going to be a walk in the park. Natalie Powell, TRT World, London.